And before we properly get into this, I'm going to do the usual. I'm actually going to check so that I know 100% for sure that this live stream is actually working. Because we know how many problems we've had with. So I'm clicking into this. I actually clicked on an old live there. Laptop up, we're going to see. Click into this. I actually clicked on an old live there. Perfect. It's working. So this one's a little bit later. I got home from work quite a bit earlier on this, but I had to go solve a problem that happened a couple of streams ago. So some of you may have been watching the stream that I did, I think 2 days ago now, maybe 3 days ago, where my PlayStation 3 decided it didn't want to work anymore. It's one of those retro ones that can do, like, run the very rare backwards compatible with the PS2 ones. So I handed that into the place I bought it from today. They're going to send me out a full replacement. Like, you know, so that's great. You know, that's sorted. You know, it's a 5-year warranty, so that's helpful. But, yeah, welcome to the stream. This is what, day 5 of doing these? No. This is either day 5 or 6 of trying to do these every day in a row until something prevents me. You know, see how much of a streak we can get going. Yesterday was brilliant, though. We got set up with the glass cabinet that we had talked about in countless live streams, and that was great to get all that sorted out and dealt with, because that cabinet looks brilliant over there. Very happy with it. So, you know, that's great. We'll do some shelf organizing in this one, but to be honest with you, I'm probably just going to sit and do some gaming for a bit. But, you know, I know those live streams where I do the gaming is also enjoyed, so, you know, we can have some fun with it. But in regards to solving the problem with the PlayStation, the staff in CEX were beyond help, like, you know, beyond helpful. Like that's not like beyond use. I'm using the word like they went above and beyond. Is what I really mean. Like, brilliant service. As per usual, it's one of those stores. It doesn't matter, you know, whenever I went in, the service has always been brilliant. You know, they've never mucked me around or anything. Hello, how you doing? Jupiter. So no, it was great. They solved the problem. You know, they took the broken one from me and went, right, you know what? We'll send you an email. We're sending you a full replacement. So, you know what? That's more or less what I wanted. I'm happy with that. I'll take the replacement. The only part that I suppose would be a shame. Yes, I remember you. The only problem that I had, which is in a way a shame, but hopefully can be solved. I don't use my correct name on here. Anyway. Haha. No. The only problem was when I was exchanging the console with them, they're obviously going to send me out the replacement. I wasn't. We're going to be just getting some shelf organization and stuff. Anyway, so I handed them the console. But when I was speaking to the person at the desk, one of the rules with that, right, is I said to them, hey, can I take the hard drive out the console and put it in the replacement? And they went, if you take out that hard drive, it kind of voids the whole thing. Thank you. It would void what they were doing. So if you take the hard drive out of that console, we can't send you a replacement because it's, you know, it's some nonsense. Do you want to see the GTA poster? I only have one GTA poster, and it's the San Andreas one. I did have the GTA 5. No, that's incorrect. Because there I have the Grand Theft Auto 1 poster. In fact, I might be playing some Grand Theft Auto Online during this stream. I don't know yet. But, yeah, I was discussing, because I'm mostly a retro gamer. And I play the PS1 and 2 era quite a lot, and I play some PS3, so I had one of those consoles that could do all three, and I had to go get it fixed. I do have Xbox, but that'll be what I'm gaming on tonight. I don't know. I don't really tend to add people off here on there. No one's asked me that before. That's a new one. I only really do Grand Theft Auto Online with friends, perhaps I may share on the Instagram a whole thing about that. I don't know. Perhaps that's something I'll do. Anyway, so I had one of those PS3s, right? It's one of the original ones from 2006, and it was the top of the line model. So back then, the top of the line model could play PS1, 2, and 3 games. But here's a fun fact. Every single PS3 they made, I think from 2006 till 2014 when it was discontinued, right? All of those could play PS1 games, but only a select few from 2006 and 7 could play the PS2 games as well. And mine was one of those rare ones. And unfortunately, it got the yellow light of death and it stopped working. So what I've had to do is, I've taken it back to them. They wouldn't let me keep my hard drive. If you 6, 7, oh god. No, it didn't. Anyway, the problem was if we let you take the hard drive out the console, that voids the warranty terms. Like, you have to give us the complete thing that we gave you. So I will lose all my game process. I probably could have. The problem was in the way the console 2006 to 2007. The problem was, right? See, when an Xbox 360 gets the red ring of death, you can turn it on. You can go into the menu on a 360. You can still eject the disc and do all that stuff with it. The problem, if my 360 had red ringed, right, I could have simply gone into the menu, taken a USB drive, and moved all my game files over. But when a PS3 red rings, yellow lights of death. Brady is Crack 59. Hey, when a PS3 gets the yellow light of death, you don't get any picture on the TV, and it immediately shuts itself off. You cannot eject the disc or anything. Seriously. So essentially I could not keep any of the files that were on it, which is a shame, but I only bought that. See, I change what game console I'm on quite frequently. I go into that place, CEX, and just change it up here and there. But I'm also kind of stick with the kind of PS1 and 2 era. And I only bought it in October. So it's not the biggest loss that's happened, but I suppose I had the fun of playing some of those games again. You know what? I'm not putting up with this. Do you know what? No, just for that is an automatic. That's an automatic timeout. I'm not gonna have someone come in here and call me stuff. Yeah, no, he's banned. That's not happening. But yeah, the only one that I'm kind of mad about of all the games. So I'll show you my game collection for the retro consoles because I know that will get asked. Right? The only thing that I am mad about losing. Oh, I banned them for 24 hours. The only thing that I'm mad about losing from that is. Yeah, and so what? You told me you were 76 last night on this. I'm not really bothered how old anybody is, right? That's not why we're here. Nonsense. Whatever. Is in the main game I'd been playing through on that was. I'll show you the game collection I've kind of got here. So the majority of my games is the PlayStation 1 stuff. We got some PS2 here as well, and there's some PS3 stuff. So I was mostly playing, right, the PS2 stuff, right, because that's kind of the era that I have the most fondness for. And the game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, right, has a couple missions that are infamously annoying, right? The one that everyone remembers has that quote, all you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ, when you have to shoot the guys on the train. But there's an easy way to get past that level in 5 minutes, right? All you have to do is go up ahead of the train, go up on a bridge, jump on top of the train, and take the guys out yourself. Don't wait for Big Smoke to do any of that. I got past that. There's 2 missions after that I got stuck on, right, for so long. And the mission is called Life's a Beach. So you have to steal this music van, right, for this rapper called OG Loc. Yeah, right? But you can't just go to the beach and steal the music van. You have to then, it's like, I'm trying the best way to explain this. I've got my one. I did have to give them my PS3 back. They're going to send me out a replacement. But like the main buttons on the control, I've got a few controllers. You have to press in sequence to a song. It's kind of like, think Guitar Hero type stuff. And I was stuck on that mission for weeks trying to get past it. I just couldn't get my fingers to go quick enough. So I have the joy of redoing that. But we'll do two things in the stream. I'll do some gaming, but I'm mostly going to be focusing on this. I kind of got some stuff going with the cabinet. Oh, so do you guys want to see it turn on? I think you do want to see it turn on. Watch this. So obviously this is not the only shelf on here, right, that kind of has its permanent setup would be the top one. You know, I like this has got these stands. So I'm going to use these, like, you know, some of the rarest things I've got. Like I've got a Leia with the smooth hair, Chrome Darth Vader, the Shadow Earth Trooper, Chrome Stormtrooper, all that kind of stuff would be going on these. Because they should really be in here. R2's just a placeholder. I've got this up here. That's going to sit there, but I'm planning to buy a Death Star to put up there. That's something that I'm planning to rebuy this year. In that box is minifigures, and then that's just that stuff that needs to be organized. I've just not had the timing to get round to it. But it is looking great. You know, this cabinet, £15 well spent. F1 cars. See, when it comes to cars, right, and this annoys me with Lego, my main taste in it is the rally cars, right? And Lego, I think I've only done one recently, and it was the Audi A1 Quattro. And that was like maybe 5 years ago. And it's a really cool 80s rally car, and I wish they'd do more. See, you know how this last year they done that whole lineup where it was more or less pretty much just F1? And then I want that, but for like rally cars. That's kind of where I'm at on that. I do like the F1 cars, but I've never really bought any of them. In terms of non-Star Wars, most of the stuff's up here. Like I've got the DeLorean from Back to the Future. I've got like Pharaoh's Quest. I've got Indiana Jones. There's some Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff there, but there is no cars on this shelf. Yeah, it's the yellow one. It's like the square-shaped yellow one. It's a really cool looking car. I would probably pick it up, to be honest. Like, but I've got to fix. I had to take all the wiring out for the PlayStation. But yeah, I might play a bit of Grand Theft Auto Online. No, there's a NASCAR one from a couple years ago, and that's the Chevrolet. I did have that, but it's one of the ones I ended up selling. See, I will often sell some sets, one, to create space, but two, because, you know, I get bored or find that I don't like the set as much as I thought I would. I sold the NASCAR one. See, my taste in cars is like cars from the 70s and 80s. So I would like more stuff like that, which is why I like the A1 Quattro so much. There's a guy that I follow on Reddit. Seriously? I don't even know what that is, man. But yeah, we'll do a little bit of general organization and some sorting, and then we'll go from there. Let's try to get ahead of things in here, because we have made some good progress. Obviously, buying the cabinet and moving it in and pulling all that stuff out was a setback. But trust me, when this is firing full steam ahead, it will have been worth it. Now, what do we need? Basically, the shelves are kind of trashed, but there's one positive within all of this nonsense that's going on with my shelving. I've not been doing live build. I don't know about putting I don't know, man. I've not decided how I feel comfortable putting that out yet. I don't know. I'll have to tell you what, man, right? I'll think about if I want to do it, and in the next stream tomorrow, I'll let you know. As I was saying, the main thing is I've not been doing live builds, because I'm also going to do them on TikTok, right? The last thing I built live was in December, and it was this. Right? and it was the Indiana Jones Temple Escape from 2008 was the last thing I built on a live stream. Because I currently, right now, have got a bit of a backlog going on, right? Tomorrow. Most likely like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock it'll start. I've got a backlog of sets I've not had the time to build. So I've got the X-Wing, which I've had that sitting around for a month. Which I'm not happy about because I really wanted to get in and enjoy that build. For about a month and a half, I've had this. I'm just getting the instructions because this one did not come in a box. The Imperial Landing Craft from 2007. 3:30. Don't know if I mean I could start before that and then just wait until you're in the stream. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I'd feel comfortable putting out my Xbox username on here. You know what I mean? I do. I don't do. I've got the Discord server and stuff like that. I'm on TikTok and Instagram, but there's some things I don't know if I would give out. Another thing I've got that needs building is this. So this set, the other two, the X-Wing and the the landing craft are new sets that I've not built yet. But in here is the 2009 Clone Wars dropship, right? When all this shelving was getting put up, it was the one victim that fell and smashed everywhere. So I've not had the time to rebuild that completely. So, you know, I'll be excited when I do get the chance to do that one again. And a friend over here for a couple of days, so I'm just clearing some things. Honestly, I don't have any favourites when it comes to my viewers. Well, I'll come back in about 10 minutes then. What dog do I have? There's a couple dogs in here. 2 Yorkies and there's a Pomeranian. They're not mine, but yeah. Right, so we'll start the stream off by just sorting some things out. I'll admit, see when the cabinet came in yesterday, I kind of just threw things on the other side of the room just to get it in because I was that excited, but can you really blame me with how good that cabinet looks? It's perfect. And, you know, I do plan to get some good use out of it. Also, that top shelf will be like the rare minifigures, because there's some figures in the collection that are rare, but I would rather than have stayed next to sets. Like, Cloud City Boba Fett is going to stay next to Cloud City and stuff like that. You know, I'll keep the Queen Amidala down there next to the Gungan sub. But, like, the Chrome minifigures are, like, a good example of what would look good in there. So I'm thinking, right, I'll do the rare figures in here, but I'll do them by what year they came out. So, you know, oldest to newest at the back of rare. I've got more of those stand pieces, but in there under things. Like I said, the place has, like, these are the pieces that I'm talking about. So these pieces here, right, these come from these type of sets, which is a thing they were doing in 2000. And, you know, the Star Wars, they done City, Rock Raiders, Ninja as part of this lineup, but they did 4 Star Wars ones. I've got one of them here. And that's those pieces there. I found a guy on eBay selling 12 of these, right? And it was at an auction. Now, these pieces are kind of expensive and a little bit rare, you know, because I've got the card piece and stuff like that in them. But, you know, I was able to, and by the way, for those wondering, it opens like that. I'm going to need to move something away from its base. So, you know, I could have a couple more back here. The Banfa in there, that is made by, I'll get this comment, so I'm going to answer it. The Banfa is a custom resin mold made by a guy called Hill Hilligus 2015. That's, in the back here, we've got that's from the Clone Wars action figures in 2011. And that's Hondo Ohnaka, which, you know, one of my favorite Star Wars characters. It's the only one I own, but a big toy line that I loved as a kid was, because you could get them really cheap at the time, and still today, Power of the Force action figures. So I do plan to, I'd like to pin those to the wall and just go along there with them. It'd be a cool idea. And then that's the character encyclopedia from 2011, which is kind of cool. Like, you know, back when there was only over 300 characters. Now it's like, what, 1,600 or something minifigures that exist. And the little figure that goes in there is a Han Solo. He's on my shelf somewhere. But, you know, these little plates go in there. No, I don't think she would want to do that. So that's the kind of system. So that's what, 10 of these in here? I think, yeah, 10 of them will be in here, right? I did get 12 of, I got 12 of these in this. Oh, ha. You know, if you keep making comments like that, I will remove you. Like, you're just being weird. One of them I did use on this Mace Windu. Yeah, man, I don't appreciate these weird comments. It's actually, I will just ban you. So one of them's been used for that window. I'll use another one somewhere else because I kind of do like the look of having 10 of them. And, you know, maybe I can find something just to sit in that angle. Yeah, man, like, jokes aside, that is really, I'm not okay with that, man. No. No more weird comments, all right? But yeah, it's looking good. I don't know what, like, that little space, right? We'll go back in. See that little space there? I don't know what to put. I've got the Banfa there, but I need to find something kind of cool and unique to sit there. Because 10 kind of, like, I could put an 11th one of those in there. I do have another one of these lying around. But I feel that would look too crowded. Plus, it would kind of be off-center. Like, it would be an odd number, and I don't really... I don't know. I'm going to have to go through the collection and figure out what could sit there. There could be some cool idea I'm just not thinking of. But we'll put a pin in that for now. I don't know if I'm going to get to adding the figures to this in the stream, but it is looking good. So we're going to shut the cabinet just now. R2 will not be staying there. Now that I've got this case, I'm finally planning to go after a line of collectibles I've thought about doing for years. So there's a line, right? And it's the Futurama action figures. There's also a thing for Futurama called Kid Robots. They also did South Park, Family Guy, The Simpsons, but it's the Futurama ones I'm mostly interested in. And I'm planning to do some stuff with those. Don't know if they'll ever become YouTube content, you know. Not everything not all my hobbies would be content, but, like, yeah. I don't know if there's demand for it to become content. Speaking of which, outside of the live streams, there is 2 videos coming this week too. I've got both of them are part of the Collecting the Complete Saga series. So you're getting one tomorrow, and you'll get one on Friday. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. But yeah, I'm just getting rid of a few things just now that need to be got rid of. Place is looking a bit better now that I've done that, because I kind of just really needed to get that done. Had my friend staying over for a couple of days while we did some things that I need to get done. No, it wasn't a couple of live streams, but that's the thing I'm drinking just now. But yeah, also we're in here, doing the gaming and stuff like that as well and whatnot. We put a can down and then go drink the next one kind of thing. So I didn't need to throw this all out. So I'm gonna get rid of this bag. I'll be back in a minute. We're not gonna do too much Lego stuff in this stream, but I am gonna try and get a few things done here and there. And then eventually I'll probably swap over to just doing a bit of gaming for like an hour. So yeah. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm just going to use the toilet. And fun fact, when I shut the door, hoverboards fall off shelves. So back to the future thing. Fell off, it was next to the car. But yeah, I'm back. I'll only be back for a couple of minutes. Got rid of that. I'm making progress. Like I said, it's... 1 second. Now we're going to check the timer on the food. It's fine, I'll wait. Oh, hi. We're going to leave it for a bit then. Alright. So as I was saying, because the shelves look the way they are, the streams are going to be mostly to fixing these. And because I've got a backlog of 3 sets, one of which is a huge set that will require me a while to build, and that dropship is quite Technic heavy. The benefit to all that is going to be that I'm not going to buy any Lego sets within the month of February, which will be great because I've not bought any in January. So I'm not going to buy, which is going to, I'm saving a bit of money at the same time, but I've also still got sets to build, which will be great. But I'm thinking about making a video, right? Double in here and talk about how I'm planning to collect differently in 2026, because I think that would be an interesting topic. Another video I've had the idea for is to do my 10 favourite things I bought in 2025, Because I used to do every January, right? And this ended. The last one was about 4 years ago. But I used to do a video, right? At the start of every January, right? Where I would do an entire collection. You got to see it grow. I've done that for a couple of years in a row. But I got to the point where my collecting got so crazy. I didn't have the floor space to show it all off anymore. So then I did for like 2 years. Maybe I only did this for 1 year, actually. I don't remember doing a 2024 edition. I only ever done it the once. And it was everything I bought, and it was in that year. But I don't think I've done a 2024 version. And I definitely am not doing a 2025 version, because, like, let's see, what did I buy in 2025? 3 UCS sets, a giant Star Destroyer, retentive, I bought 3 Jango Fett Slave 1s that year. It's got a bit too insane for that video to make sense anymore. That's kind of where we're at. I mean, it's looking good. It means I'm not going to buy anything till March, which kind of makes sense. Because if I'm gonna wait till March to buy anything, that way I've saved up a bit of money. It means I can buy the set I'm wanting. So I was telling the story on stream about how in 2022, at one of my first decent paychecks, I bought the Lego Death Star from 2008, 10188, the big playset one. Yes, there's the other ones, but that was the one I really wanted. And I kept it for 2 years and then stupidly sold it. The reason I sold the set was I was running out of space and I was going to move into a room like this, a new house where the ceilings are not as tall, and I was keeping the Death Star on top of a bookcase. And I moved in here. I initially went for bookcases, but I've swapped to Ivars completely because Ivars kind of more Lego friendly. And one second. We'll get in a minute. Oh! I'm going to have this and go to my bed. I'm not feeling right. I put them out high. I left one because it went to school. And I'm going to come in for work tomorrow. I'll help you with all the chairs. Nice. Go! Wait. But yeah, so I sold the Death Star, right? It kind of made sense at the time. I bought 2 sets of the money. I bought a sealed in the box, Millennium Falcon from 2011, which is a set I had a lot of nostalgia for. Still do. And I bought myself the 2006 Sail Barge, because at the time, right, the UCS one that you can see up there was a rumoured set, but I wasn't convinced it would be that good, considering Lego butchered the Boba Fett's palace, and Lego were a bit funny about doing anything Jabba the Hutt related. So I bought that set, preempting that one might be terrible. Surprisingly, it's one of my favourite sets. But yeah. But yeah, in 3 to 5 days, I'll have another PS3 here, which means I can continue playing. Because I was playing for a game that I'd wanted to play through for a while on, that I had a lot of nostalgia for, is this one specifically. I'll show you. One of my favourite games I've ever played for is the Futurama on PS2. Futurama, I wonder if I'll ever get another video game on console, considering, you know, the show came back a couple of years ago, and I think they're doing another season this year. So it seems to be back to getting yearly seasons, which is, you know, considering it was a show that was kind of like, at one point, very long dead and buried. That's great. So I'm going to do a few more organizational things here. Yeah, it's all right. I'm going to do a few more organizational things here. And from there, what I'll do is I'll throw on Grand Theft Auto 5 in the background online and I'll just game for a bit. That's kind of where I'm going at this. Also, these live streams have actually been making money. Like, a fair amount of it. So, I want to thank all the viewers for that. But yeah, my main goal, Lego set-wise, I've got 3 goals this year. Not as much as I've ever had. Like, last year, I was planning to buy things like Super Star Destroyers. Like, I went nuts. But there's 3 main things I'll look to do this year, right? Number 1, I plan... I know, I'm logging in it with a friend to help him move business stuff. But, as I was saying, the goal that I've got this year is I want to collect all the Planet series sets, right? So, a Lego thing that I am shocked that I've never tried to bring back, but I don't want to know how much these would cost if Lego brought them back now. If you guys remember, in 2012, there was a Planet sets. And I want to buy them and hook them up to the ceiling. Because I've got this string here for hooking up sets. I plan to buy a full set of each series of planets. I want to do a YouTube video on each series individually. So, like, here's all the planet sets from series 1, 2, and I think they did up to 3 or 4 series. Here's what my other one is. I want to buy the other 3 sets in the Star Wars lot of these. So this is one. The other 3 where you got one with Chewbacca and 2 Scout Troopers. There was one with Darth Vader, Palpatine, and Maul, and another one with a Battle Droid Commander and 2 Battle Droids. I plan to pick those up and do a video on those. And I'm also planning to pick up one of 2 sets. So one of these sets I owned, like I said, was the Death Star, but the other one would be the Ewok Village. It's a set I've planned to buy for a while. Because I'm a big Return of the Jedi fan. I'm just looking through, seeing what we've got on the floor still that needs to get sorted. I tell you what I've become right addicted to in that game recently, right? Is the car wash like business that you can own. Surprisingly, you can make a lot of money really quick. Right. I'll tell you what, we'll do the gaming bit just now. I'm kind of satisfied with how far we've got in terms of organising things. Like, we've made a start. Well, I say a start, we've made more than a start. Like, my goal was to get the place a bit more usable. It is. So, you know, there we go. That's probably what I'm aiming for. The cabinet, obviously, it would have been cool to do that in the stream, but tomorrow I will be able to stream for longer, a lot longer. So my mindset was, why not save that for the long stream where we can actually get right into all that stuff? Like, I'm planning for a 3 or 4 hour stream tomorrow. That's the aim. So, I'm going to get my laptop cable. 1 second. The bottom of this cabinet, I've more or less got a big box of cables in at the moment until I decide how I want to organise them. But one really cool use for that is, you know, everything's a bit more accessible. What I do is when I'm gaming, if you've not seen one of the gaming ones before, I've got the camera here, but my laptop's also tuned into the stream so that I can, you know, I'm trying to find my words. I can read the chat without having to get up. But more or less planning the stream. Let's see how But checking the battery life on my phone right now, all that stuff. How long can we stream? Oh, we can stream for a while. So, not saying you're going to get the free 4-hour stream tonight, but you'll definitely get to 2 hours. No, wait, before I turn the lights off and get the place relaxed. Oh, game, what have I done with remotes? That should really be the first thing I'm checking. So I've got TV remote. Where is the Xbox remote? Oh, I love when I put things in places and forget. There we go. Oh, by the way, if you've not seen it in last night's stream, right? We got Maya, right? How cool this looks lit up. I mean, it's only a single light, but you know what? It more than achieves the effect you want. Especially them stands. I can't wait to get the 10 figures on there. It's going to look, again, ones that don't fit in with the immediate display. Mostly, for example, promotional figures will be the way that I go with this. But we'll look into that more in the next stream. But the retro gaming streams will return as soon as the PS3, you know, as soon as all of that is fixed and repaired. Right, I'll get the laptop hooked in so I can watch what you guys are saying and stuff like that and reply effectively. Oh, hello, Wilhelm. How's it going? If I'm not, by the way, I'm reading the chat from the laptop as I'm gaming, so, you know, I'll be able to reply to you. How's it going? Yeah, I'm alright, can't complain. Oh, right, so you want an update on the PS3. Right, so earlier, about a couple hours ago, I took it down to the store I bought it from, right? And explained the situation, because it was a 5-year warranty with it, right? And they were very understanding. They took the console from me, right? And they basically said, right, we'll have a look at this one, because it was a yellow light of death. And what they're doing is, tomorrow they will ship out another one of those old backwards compatible PS3s. So I'm getting a new one. As for the game being stuck inside, they gave me a note and went, come back into the store in a couple of days and we'll give you the disc that's inside. So big thanks to them. Like they really helped. I've got an MC. I've not got that business, but I've got other ones. It has all worked out, because what it is, right? I know they were never the most reliable, but see those PS3s that can play PS1, 2, and 3 games? They are brilliant. Basically, my most recent thing with this game is I've been doing the car wash business. I'm trying to buy one of the mansions, but it's 11.5 million or something like that. But you know, sometimes, if you're new here, sometimes we do have just chilled out streams where I do gaming. Usually it's retro games, but you know, I'll be able to get that back up and running within a week. But yeah, it worked out really nicely, you know. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's fine. Right. We got two choices, chat. We can either do car wash or money laundering. What one do we go with? We're doing car wash. Go. Yeah, that's fine. See, you have to do the car wash to keep the heat off you for the business. So I'm just, yeah, so basically I've laundered, what? So far today I've managed to launder, right, 175,000. So, you know, I'm going to do this to keep the police heat off the business, and then I'll do another money laundering. Plus, you can make like 5 or 6 grand just from washing a car. You know, that's 5 or 6 grand towards what I'm trying to fund. So, you know, that's something. Yet that person felt the need to head-on collision with me. Yeah, I'm being chased by some crazy person. I worry this person might actually be a problem when I'm doing the mission. What is this person? They're smashing into me and ramming the horn for me to get in their car. Not gonna happen. What are you doing? Oh, this other player's got like SWAT and stuff on them. So that's fun. What are you all on about? I'll be honest, I looked away from the chat for a bit and this appears to be what's going on. Brilliant. Apparently, I'm being randomly recruited by the people in the crazy Christmas car. Yay! I'm not making anybody mod. At least not you two. If I'm likely, I think I'm more likely to make Wilhelm be a mod since he's not being crazy. Look, I don't like banning people. It's just when people like say I have the craziest shit possible, then I do ban them. Like if you've been in some of my streams, you'll know like there's a guy who commented this the other night. Now, if you watch the stream back, you'll hear me and my friend laughing because we've got a dark sense of humor. But even then, it's like, well, I didn't want it to be left there in the chat, but it was absolutely like nuts what this person came in and said, and their username. Oh god. You know what? Yeah, fair enough. It was like he's out of the 3 of you. No, I suppose there's more than 3 of you watching. But out of all you's commenting, Wilhelm seems to be the most well adjusted, so I would more likely make him a mod. I don't know, maybe I should have moderators in these. But obviously, like the more sensible people. Perhaps that's perhaps in the Discord server. That can be discussed. Right, I've got to collect the car keys. After this, we'll do money laundering. Because I already got 175 grand out of that sitting ready to be taken, so why not make that go up? I don't know. Oh, the server. I'll have to make a video linking that, actually. I turn off the radios in the cars when I'm driving because I could get copyright. Like, see, like I've said before, while you're streaming, it's not a problem. But see, the minute you try to upload this to YouTube after the stream, you will get caught. You'll get screwed over the copyright. I'm gonna take this car and wash it. Let's go. Hitting a traffic cone constitutes damage. All right, cool. Yeah, Wilhelm has a point. Like, people do need to calm down. I don't mind having a laugh, but like when people are getting that weird, it becomes a bit too much for those like Wilhelm who just want to enjoy the stream. I'm not saying you guys don't want to enjoy, but you know. So I'm quite lenient with what I allow my audience to say in the comments, but like there sometimes does become a limit. I'm gonna have to fix this car. Well, you guys need to sort that out. I'm not trying to ban people, but like, come on. I've randomly just got a wanted level. What the hell?
What do you need exactly? Okay, so you're in serious trouble, and you need...
There we go. Problem solved. That cop car's driving like an insane person. Now look, I'm gonna have a think about the whole mod thing and we'll go from there. But look, I don't want to be banning people. Simple as that. Really? Do you know what? I could ban you, but I could also just ignore you. See, obviously the money laundering part of this is more fun. But, you know, you gotta do the car wash bits as well. What, guys, just stop bickering, alright? What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. I'm only going to stream as late as 9. After that, I'm out. So we'll do an hour, more or less, of just playing GTA. I know some of you guys probably came here expecting the Lego, but I've not got the energy to sit and do that right now. Plus, I'm still in my head, right, trying to figure out how I want that to look. But like I said, there'll be probably 2 streams tomorrow, both very long ones. I'm looking to get a lot done. And it'll be a mix of this and Lego, because I'm trying to get enough money for the mansions that they've added into the game. I'll look at the chat in a minute. I'm just trying to pay attention while I'm driving. Yeah, see you, Wilhelm. So I did like $63 worth of damage to the car, unfortunately, just from like being shot repeatedly. Which should be alright. Watch this, the NPC's gonna be pissed. Well, do what you think's best, man. See that guy? He threw his hands up. He's mad.
Morse Mutual Insurance. How can we help you?
No, it's not anyone's fault, but like, you know.
I can do that.
Get the mechanic glove in my car and we'll go back down to the business. We'll do a money laundering.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride? It's on the way. Okay, if anybody asks, the damage happened after the car was dropped off, yeah?
Right, let's go do some of the money laundering stuff. I just caught on that there's music playing there. Hopefully that's not a copyright problem later on. But, you know, we'll do a couple of these. So, you know, we'll stream for like another 54 minutes as planned. Like, come 9 o'clock, I'm done streaming. So I gotta be up early for work. Unfortunately, this is not my full-time job, but who knows, maybe one day it will be. Look, it's no one's fault. It's all good, alright? Why are you crying? Right, let's sort out some money laundering. Gonna add that 22 grand to the bank. Come on, man. Like, do you really need to comment crap like that in the come on, that's ridiculous. Come on, man, if you keep commenting stuff like that, I'm just gonna remove you from the thing. Like, it is kind of getting ridiculous. Right, money laundering time. Oh, it's the stockade. Oh, it's the one where you do around all the banks. Right. So essentially, I'm stealing one of those bank trucks. That's what we're doing. This one's quite easy. All you have, once you take out the guys, all you do is drive around banks. Well, what bank we're gonna go to? Well, I spend a good hour doing this and the car washes kind of stuff like back and forth. I should be able to get to 10 million by the end of tonight. Because I have my kit. Well, I've got currently 9.3, nearly 9.4 million. I've got 175 grand already sitting there. You add this to it, and it will go up and up for a little bit for the laundering, so it's perfect. So by the end of the night, I'll cash out. I've gone so close I can get to that 10 mil mark. So I was concentrating on driving there, even though, despite the fact that I clearly hit something. Check notifications. Alright, we're all good. So there's another 45 minutes of streaming and then we'll call it a day. But see, I'm currently set. Like I said, I'm like what, 22 grand away from 9.4 million. So all I really need to do is make what, just slightly over 600,000. I could get very close to 10 mil. Even if I don't get there, I'm still going to make progress on getting that mansion. So therefore, I'm still going to be successful. And then the final bank. Final bank I go in, all you do is honk the horn and the guy meets you outside, so very easily done. Oh, is that your way? Okay then. Alright. Let's go. I'm gonna get a text saying to be careful from an ambush. Yep, there it is. I wait for the two cars to get behind me, right? Slam the brakes, hoping one of them rear-ends me. Doesn't matter if they don't. Get out and just take them this way. You know what? I'm not even going to bother with a response to that. So I'll keep doing these till the little heat bar fills up 3 bars, and then I'll have to reset by doing a couple of car washes. I like all my viewers, but like, you know, I don't hate or dislike anybody. I don't mind. I can't really be bothered with this line of questioning. If anything, I think you guys are trolling me, and I can't really bother. Like I said, yeah, he commented that. Look, man, that's you guys' business. That's just sick. That's terrible. You know, man, if you keep commenting stuff like that, I'm just going to put you in a timeout. And you're out of here. You're timed out for saying just like, I can't be bothered with any of this. No, I have to enter the, no, okay, I'm forced to drive the stockade. Oh, hey there. Oh, I muted him because he was just saying messed up stuff. Like, come on, as a stream where we're all here to enjoy ourselves, I can't be bothered with that. Look, you can ask him, like, you can ask him yourself what he said, but, like, it was pretty disgusting. Like, the things he was saying, so, no. Do you know what? I'm not going to discuss it on the stream. You're going to have to ask him, man. Like, it was... Like, if what all the stuff he's saying is correct, it's really messed up. Right, I got to deliver the stockade and the cash to the hands-on car wash. Oh no, there's that plane doing round. Oh, that bomber plane's there. Can we keep this out my comment section? This is just weird. I don't mind, just keep, remember, whatever it is you're commenting will be here, like, permanently, because these do upload the still videos afterwards, man. Because that's also part of how I make my income. So, like, just keep that in mind when you're commenting things. Kinda. Ish. The actual YouTube videos make more money than the streams do. But these streams do make a bit of money. Like I said, this is not my actual job, but it's more like a hobby kind of thing. Who knows? Maybe... try and get the best way to describe this. I'm not going to say the amount, but let's just say, right, if I did 5 of these live streams, right, and they all do as well as they usually do, I could buy an ATTE, the current one. But that's if they do really well, and not all of them do that well. So that's 5 really good live streams would make that. But those have to be no, not 1.5k. Right, maybe... I've only been doing the live streams on here recently for about, what, the last maybe last 2 weeks. So, it'll take me a while to figure out what they are doing monthly. It's one of those things I need to figure out. Like, once I've done it for a month and I see what the live earnings are for that month, I can figure out kind of that stuff. So in about 2 weeks, I'll be able to have a rough number of that kind of thing. Let's do another money laundering. Try to get that cash up. Says I've got Molotov cocktails. How do I get those? Why do I always wear a hat? Because usually I'm live streaming after work and I've not had the opportunity. I got murdered. Why do I always wear a hat? Because normally when I come in from work, right, my hair's a complete mess. I've not had time to wash it, so it's a bit all over the place, so it's neater. Some streams I don't have a hat on, but yeah. There you go. Needs washed, trust me, it really does. I work in like a warehouse kind of thing, so you're always sweating. I don't know who that is. Right, let's get back to the gaming. Ah, is this something I want to search up, or is this going to be some like really messed up thing? I'll look it up later. I think I just got a message there. But yeah, thanks everyone's going around. Like, this is good for the watch time, which is more or less what earns you the money on YouTube as well. Oh yeah, nice. That's a recent project. I've only just started doing the Instagram stuff. So I'm trying to grow that as well. Create an audience. Maybe don't share your user on a live stream. Just, maybe not the best idea.
Check this out. Find a way in there and fuck their shit up.
Alright. I'll have a look. I post frequently. Oh shit. I'm sure. Compact grenade launcher. Wait, what? What do you mean that didn't work? I suppose that's fine, whatever you're comfortable with, but like, I don't really talk to people on it too much. Damn it, I need to quickly drive to an ammunition and get myself something to destroy that money. I don't got the right thing. Do none of these cars open up? Come on. There we go. Oh, how convenient. There's a gun store right down the street. That works perfectly for me.
Right, I'll get the laptop again so I can watch.
Oh, it's this big, like, Ford Ranger type, Ford Explorer thing. Honestly, I've not played darts. I only ever played darts if I've had a drink. Where's Molotov cocktails? Eh. Not going to discuss that here, man. I don't like this car that I've stolen. I might buy one of these. I'll be using that as my escape vehicle. Maybe it'll let me keep the thing. I don't know. But I'll get it ready out front. But yeah, to go get another jerry can. It gives you a cool effect when you try to drive. What's an LM87? You have to escape really quick. How's it? I mean, you'll see some of the cars I've got throughout this video, but I won't be showing all of them. Is that car still there for me to steal? Oh, it is. Can I keep this? And get some throwables to destroy this van. One, two, three, and four. What do you mean 180 voice for darks? I don't get it. Oh. And that was successful. I can't well keep this. Can I park at my garage? Oh, right. Oh, it won't let me store it. If I take it to the paint spray, can I get a tracker and crap attached to it? Because all this could make a cool off-roader.
Good work. Nothing sends a clear message like incendiaries.
Right, before I go do some more money laundering stuff, we'll go quickly see what I can be done about maybe possibly being able to keep this. Still jumping it first. Nope, I cannot do anything with this car. Cool. Now let's get my butt down to the car wash. I'll drive it around until it, falls apart completely. Or until the game decides, you know what, we're going to despawn this. But I do like it. I don't know, maybe I will visit that depot thing it's telling me to go to. That's a potential idea. Right, let's get to the money laundering and see how it's doing. Never mind, this guy might end me having this car very quickly. I do like this. This is kind of cool. Like, I know it's a basic kind of like off-roading type thing. I ain't doing impressions. Well, there you go. Already perfect. There's 6,500 in the safe, and there is 210,000 just sitting there. We'll do another money laundering. Fine. 180. There you go. We're happy? I'll have to see how much one of these cars sells for on the auto sites. There we go. I'm making the viewers happy. But yeah, tomorrow will be mostly a shelving related stream. Getting that, like, that main corner bit really needs paying attention to. My goal is, right, by Saturday, right? I know this is ambitious. I probably won't be able to achieve it. But by Saturday, I want to be able to do a live stream build. I'm skidding around on the road. Probably because I've smacked the tires on this so much. Wait, I wonder how long I can make this thing last. Oh nice, it's got a sunroof. No, but checking on the auto site is what this is worth, because I'd imagine this car will have some cool modifications. What do you mean? Are we, when I say we, basically I just mean, like, you know, as in me and you, the viewers, will be able to experience some of the live building stuff. Does that make sense? I want to do the X-Wing first. That's the set I'm most excited to do. Because I remember having that one back in the day, very nostalgic set. And you know, it'd be kind of cool to do a set for its 20th anniversary. What do you mean? It means the exact same thing it does in other languages. There's not really a difference. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to get rid of this car, but I will be checking what these are. It can do. It depends on the context. Like, it depends what way you're using the word. Right, it's currently 47 minutes past 8. So this will most likely be the last mission I do. I don't really see myself going any later. Like, you know what I mean? There's a limit to how late I want to be doing this. Plus, when I come off, I'm actually going to go film some YouTube channel stuff. What do you mean, give you a sentence? You'll need to give me a minute to think of a way you can use this. But you've got two ways you could do it. You've got we as in, you know, two people, me and another person, meaning we, or you can refer to as a common word you'll hear from Scottish people with the words wee man, which means small person. Can also mean young as well. Like, you know, that's the kind of the ways you could use it. Not something I expected to have to explain on a live stream. Alright, let's drive to those other two banks. I'm on with the kind of terrible boss tomorrow, so I want to be well slept. I have a good amount of sleep to deal with this guy. You know I don't like what? Come on, man, we don't discuss that kind of thing here. Like, I really don't want to put my viewers in timeouts. Like, please don't make me do that. No, it's alright, man. It's just I'd rather we didn't, like, because keep in mind, these are automatically uploaded to YouTube, and I do leave them there. So, like, you know, keep in mind whatever you're commenting will be there permanently for other random people to see. So, like, just keep that in mind when leaving comments. Let's pick up this suitcase. Perfect. Because I initially thought I'd have to go into the vault. No, it's alright, man. Don't worry about it. Right, I'm going to get that other one. There probably is a way, I just don't have the time to sit and do it all, but, like, just for future reference, man. There we go, I've taken those guys out, so now it's just a case of collect the next briefcase. You know what, it's alright, man, but let's just, as long as we don't do it again, we're all good. So I need to go pick up the next briefcase to drop it off to the victim. We'll see how close. I'm not going to reach 10 million tonight on stream, but no, it's fine. It's all good. I'm not going to reach 10 million, but we're going to get damn close. Like, I sat playing for a couple hours once I got home from work, and then I had to go out and drop off the PS3. So I'd imagine if I'd spent that full amount of time playing, I probably would have got to 10 mil. I don't know, we'll see how close we get. It'll be interesting. Let's go to the bank manager. Yeah, I've got a motorcycle cop.
All right, here you go.
I do them sometimes, but I've been focusing on the car wash business recently. Just to be able to make a lot more money from that, and I've been able to make the money quicker as well for the money laundering part of that. So I'm just going to continue to do that. Once I get my 11.5 million for the mansion and I buy that, I'll then decide what I want to do for this game money-wise. Well, see if I do 2 of these, right? 2 of these things. The money laundering gets me about 100 grand after a little while. And I don't have to wait very long, like 10 minutes. I don't have to wait for the stuff to be cooked or made. So I've done both. I find I'm making more money this way, and I'm making it a bit quicker. And you know, I don't have to buy all the expensive upgrades for this either, like you'd have to do with some of the businesses you get through the MCs. Right, so we'll see what the pot's looking at money-wise. So sit at 245,000, right? What I'm going to do is, I'm going to go to the casino, do my wheel spin, come back, and then cash it out, because that'll give it a little bit of time to build up. You've got 1 mil on the casino. Honestly, I have never really tried the gambling in this game. It's just never appealed to me, because like I know I would get bored and go, do you know what? I'm going to gamble insane amounts of money, and then I'd be raging because I've lost that. Right, so currently I'm at 9,374,000, right? Let's see how much. I'll go to the casinos, spin the wheel, go back, and we'll cash it out, and we'll see how much money we get, like how far away we are from the 10 mil. And that can be part of the goal. Yeah, haha, I get the joke. We're not going to the shoe store. No, I don't. That's the same, because I do actually understand the joke there. That's the car on the wheel spin. Alright, let's see what we can win. What we're going to get. Do you know what? That's actually a good point. I'm going to turn it down while we're in the casino. Hopefully me talking over it wasn't, like, you know, hopefully that could have helped. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? 50,000. I won 50,000 on the wheel. Absolutely perfect. 50 grand on the wheel. Well, that brings me up closer to the 10 mil. Right, let's drive back to the money laundering business and cash it out. So, thanks to the 50 grand that I just got in the casino wheel spin, I'm at 9,424,000, right? So let's see how much we end up leaving the stream with. Because I'm not going to play after the stream. I'm getting ready for bed because I have work. I'm up at like 5 a.m. for work. Whee! Well, that was a fun crash. I'm not going to do blackjack. Especially, I've been grinding this money for a while. Well, I've been grinding the game to get this money for a while, I should say. If this was back in the day, right, when you could do the money glitches to get crazy amounts of money, I would spend it on blackjacks. I'm not going to say who I work for, but it's pretty much just like warehouse work. You know, unloading trucks and stuff. Right, let's see what the pot's at. It's alright. Had its moments. Right, I've cashed out the money from the safe. Let's cash out the money from the bag. That's 251,000 we're adding to the pot. Let's get it in. So I'm now at $9,676,331. Man, we're so close to having 9.7 million. Do you know what? I'm gonna go do something, right? I'll be right back, and I might decide to hang around that bit longer just to get up to that 9.7 million. I've never tried that, actually. I've never actually tried any of those. Aye. Right, I'm back. It's good and cheap. I mean, I clearly got murdered there. That's fun. Alright, here's the deal, right? I will hang around a little bit longer just to get that money, right? So I need 25 grand to be there. We'll play for a bit longer. So it's 6 minutes past 9. Well, like, I don't know how much longer I'm going to hang around, but long enough to get a bit closer. Live for 2 hours. No, you don't have to do that. Oh mate, there's 35 grand immediately in here. I don't know. So currently, right, I'm sitting at 9,710,000. So I need 290 grand to reach the 10 million mark. And then after that, I just need 1.5 million. How much is the mansion again? Let's get that up and have a look. No, you don't need to do that. I don't encourage it. I make enough money from the YouTube and from jobs. I don't ask that my viewers do anything like that. The thought is appreciated. But you don't need to do that. That's the wrong website. I automatically went onto the banking one. Right, here we are. Luxury real estate. Choose your property. Let's go. No, I don't think you don't need to do that, man. Especially if you don't have a job, I don't expect people to do it. Right, here we are. So you've got the Vinewood residence, which I am 90% sure this is just Franklin's mansion from story mode. Right. I don't think that I want to have Franklin's mansion. Plus, it's 12,200,000. You've got the Rich Man Villa. How much is that? That one's the most expensive one. Again, if I'm not mistaken, I know like these mansions, right? The three that they've added. Yeah, it's Franklin's house is one of them. Now, you've got this villa up here, the one that's 11.5 million. Now, obviously, right, that is the one that Devin Weston, you know, the guy you kill in option C, he stays there. Right. Let's do a little bit more money laundering. No, man, look, you don't need to send me anything. Anyone who donates anything via these streams or anything is greatly appreciated, but you don't have to. I'm also going to put this light on a little bit while I'm doing this. Right. We're going to do this. I'm going to keep going with the whole thing, you know. I'm going to turn that off. I like the atmosphere, right? That, I see the atmosphere of that on at night. It makes me want to get lighting for the other ones. Maybe that's something we'll potentially do. Like, man, no one needs to send any money, but it is appreciated. But you don't have to. I don't want you guys to do that unless you can afford to. Joe, we'll take this motorbike. Oh yeah, I turned off the volume, didn't I? It's just the GTA chase music. Now, I'll take my car because I'll have people ramming me at the end. All right, let's go. Oh, am I burning the money again? Okay. Cool. What do you mean, you imagining stuff? No, that's not who that is in the background. No, man, you don't need to send money. Also, I'm 90% sure commenting pound signs and stuff is not how you send money. Like, if you are genuinely sending me stuff and I'm just not seeing it, that is appreciated. But again, you don't have to do that. Especially if you don't work or anything. Okay, let's drive that car again. Right, let's be liberal here with the gas. I don't want to waste it. Right, we've burned the money. Yeah, I doubt that you're sending me $1,000. Sorry, like, if you genuinely sent me $1,000, then fair enough. But like, I very much doubt it. Plus, if I'm being honest, right, if someone sent me $1,000, I'd be immediately trying to send it back. As grateful as I would be, right, unless you are like absolute, like you're very wealthy, don't send me that kind of money. It's insane. Is that burnt? Right, gotta stand here at the entrance to go in. I'd send it back, man, unless like you are wealthy enough, like. If you were the kind of person, right, that you had $1,000, but $1,000 was like, you know, nothing to you, you like that kind of money, then that would be different. Like, I'm not someone who can think that way, right? To me, $1,000's a lot of money. You know what? I am not discussing what that is on here. Yo, man, can we not be commenting stuff like this? That's not stream appropriate. Oh, hey there, Wilhelm. How's it going? Yeah, it's all right, man. We're just continuing the money laundering. Try to get. I am very close. I am just under 300,000 away from 10 mil, so we're just working on that. This is the last bit of money I need to burn. The chat's been interesting if you want to have a look. That's all I'm really going to say on that. Right. For some reason, I cannot torch that cash. I don't know, man. That might be a personal question he doesn't want to answer. Oh, I'm out of bloody jerry can stuff. I'm out.
What do I do? For fuck's sake.
Yeah, fair enough. Like,
What do I do?
well, all I can say, man, is can you stop leaving crazy comments like that? Like, I can have jokes, but like some of that is a bit nuts. I think I'm gonna make Wilhelm a moderator, because at least Wilhelm comments like not insane stuff. If he's cool with that, I want to make him a moderator. Let's buy the jerry can, because we need to get another jerry can. Alright. Yeah, bang on about that. Congratulations, Wilhelm. You're now a moderator. Like, if you stop commenting crazy stuff, I would consider it. No problem. I know, you're one of the viewers that has shown that you can be trusted to, like, you know, not be insane. Right, I got to go in and burn that last cash pile. No, you're welcome. Right, let's see. It was just one pile. I was putting the fuel on the floor, but it would not burn. Watch. Oh, now it wants to work. Alright, I gotta get out of this place. But yeah, man, do as you see fit. You're gonna have to, like, I don't know, man. I've not decided. So I'll stick with one moderator so far and see where we go with it. Well, yeah, find the van.
See if you can get this going.
Right. Ah, shall we out? Alright. Cat's a way out. Yeah, man, we'll stick with one moderator, and at some point, maybe I'll get another one. Alright, I've got to get the sticky bombs ready. Alright, do not have any. I need to buy, quickly get some. Right, I could have just bought a jerry can. No, it's not my kid. But some things I wish to remain private on these streams. Yeah, sure. I gotta steal a car from somewhere. Wilhelm, the best way to get the Discord link is most likely if you add my Instagram, I can send it that way. That's probably the best way to do that, man. My friend has just joined the session. But yeah, the live stream is Captain Rex. Not live stream. The Instagram is Captain Rex Production 72. It's got over 200 followers. It's something I've just started doing a couple of weeks ago and getting into. I'm stealing this hammer. Let's go. I'll steal their car. I've not streamed on it yet, but I am open to the idea. I stole this giant car. Whee. Right, so the car wash, while I've been doing this, right, has managed to earn a lot of money as well. So that's going well.
Good work. Nothing sends a clear message like incendiaries.
Tell you what, against my better judgment, I will stay alive until I hit the 10 million. Right, is that a good idea? I don't know, we'll figure it out as we go. Do you know what? Why not? We'll stay alive till 10. 10 o'clock. And see if we can get to 10 mil during that time. I need just under 300,000, so it's doable. No, that guy just killed me. Yeah, that's fair enough, man. Wilhelm, the longest stream I've ever done has been over 10 hours. And it was the very first episode of this, probably about 6-7 months ago. But that's because I was using my laptop, so that's how I was able to do it. So if you go onto my channel, Wilhelm, you go to the live section and look for the oldest stream, it is over 10 hours long. 10 hours. The reason it was 10 hours was I had to stay up all night until about 6 AM so I could sleep all day for a night shift. That's how that happened. Honestly, it's one of those things like, I don't know if you've ever done a job like that, but you have to force yourself to stay awake. We reorganized the shelving. I had another guy from who I met through TikTok who does the Lego called Coleman Bricks join. It was a bit nuts, but we got through it. I honestly don't even remember that much of the stream.
Effectively.
Yeah, that is a good point there, Wilhelm, because like that, you'll see the comments yourself. Some of them are a bit, yeah. Some of them go. There's a line, man. Like I have. Yeah, good night, man. I have a dark sense of humor. Like I have like a very non-politically correct sense of humor, and even I was like, Jesus Christ, that's a bit much. My friend's on this. I'm just gonna have to harass him. I need to use his car's brakes. Because it means that it gives them money a little bit more time on the show. Yeah, man, it's insane. I have absolutely no idea. I have never had anybody make a donation on this that I'm aware of. So I don't know if there's to my knowledge, I think he just started commenting numbers. Like a lot of the stuff he said, I just kind of just did not absorb. So I think some of it was saying like, yeah, if someone donated 20 quid, that's fair game. That's like greatly appreciated. But I think we both know that was just nonsense. Yeah, I don't think there was. I don't know how I set any of that up. You know what? That's fair game to him, man. Like, I will have to figure out the whole donation thing. Because I have had, like, people who genuinely comment, like, oh, by the way, how do I send, like, 5 quid? I want to support this content. So, eventually, that'll be something that gets set up. It's just a matter of time kind of thing. Because I'm new to streaming on YouTube. I've had this YouTube account. We've been uploading for nearly 11 years, so, you know, there's that. Yep, this channel started in June 2015. Well, we're going to have to do a car wash just to get the heat down a bit. So in the early days, I uploaded a lot of gaming videos that were done through the Share Factory thing on PS4. Some of it was like, I don't recommend watching my early videos. They're very, very bad. Granted, I was 12 when this YouTube channel started, right? Yeah, 2015, I would have been 12 years old. I'm 23 this year. So, like, the content, as I've got older, the content has, like, gotten more improved, more refined. And, you know, the way I see it is I will never be perfect at it. I will always be trying to refine and improve, which is, you know, that's part of the fun. Let's go. Picking up a car just to wash it and get the heat down. See, in the last 4.5 years, it's grown like crazy. But that's with the advent of having a job, and you know, doing the Lego social media, because TikTok does pay. Like that's been making money. The YouTube channel will start to pay out again. It stopped because I lost the qualification for it, because my watch hours went down, because I went for a little spell of not uploading. Yeah, like basically the problem I had was with YouTube was you have to have so many watch hours, and mine went down. But the positive with all that is, where the hell is this box for the keys? The positive is, see, through these live streams, my watch hours have been going back up again. Yeah, so the live with the live streams, my watch out, because you have to have the qualifications, right? Or you have to upload 3 videos within the space of 90 days, right? Hey, welcome to the stream. And you have to have so many hours of watch time. And so for the people who are right, I do these every day. There's people sticking around for multiple hours. These do better for watch time than the actual videos themselves do, because as much as I've made the occasional what if I don't what? Well, if I don't have the watch hours, I lose the ability. You can lose the ability to make money. I never started YouTube with the intention of making money, but I do like when it does, because it helps pay for some of the collecting. So, and it's helped pay for equipment for this and the streaming stuff. So there is that. If I remember right, it's 3 videos in 90 days, and I think you have to have 4,000 watch hours in the last 365 days, right? So, like, I am never gonna make a video that's free. Watch me say this and come back in 5 years. I might have changed this, but I'm never gonna make. Sorry, I think the longest video on this account is maybe an hour and a half long, right? Some number like that. I'm never really gonna make them longer than that, right? With a Lego review or anything like that, it's kind of hard to make videos that long. Live streams are the only time they're really gonna make crazy money, or like get the crazy amounts of watch hours in. Like, say 6 of you guys, right? Oh god, is he gonna bomb me? Right, say 6 of you guys hang around for a full 3-4 hour stream. That alone starts to, and I do this every night. Quite a few of you guys do that regularly. It starts to make money. Or get the watch hours up, which then unlocks the ability to make money off this again. That's definitely a goal in 2026, though. Gotta check messages. So we'll stay live for like another 22 minutes. It depends on so many things. That's why a lot of YouTubers get sponsors. I've not searched it. I'll search it later on. Unless anyone else thinks this is a bad idea. So I can deliver this car without breaking it. I'll get the $3,000, and I will also get a tip, which is it's not gonna do too much, but it's a small amount added to the mansion fund, so I'm all happy with that. Yeah, thanks, man. Oh, brake checking me. That's not fun. Oh, well, that's my fault for not checking the lights. Not far off, just got to be very careful how I'm driving. Because NPCs... Oh, there we go, it's already ruined. The NPCs are insane. It's a professional athlete. Alright. I'll be honest with you, Wilhelm, it's not what I was expecting it to be. But yeah, man, I'll send you the Discord link through Instagram. That's probably the best way to go. It's only like a handful of people actually have the Discord. I don't use it as much as I used to. Like, it was honestly, I'm finding the viewers requested rather than direct messaging me on here. Right, the NPC's gonna be raging because I scratched his car, but it's a cool car. In my defense, I was thinking this would be some insane thing. Why does it say I've only been live for 46 minutes? What the hell? Strange. It shouldn't say that. I've been live for many hours.
Okay, if anybody asked, the damage happened after the car was dropped off, yeah?
I've been live since like 7, surely.
Listen to me. Man or woman, once you're over 15, you need hormones. And what better hormones than testosterone from an apex predator?
That's an interesting phone call. I'll search things up later on. I'm gaming. Hopefully just an error when I actually end the stream later on. It should come up the full time for me. You know, the amount of views, comments, additional subscribers, all that kind of thing. Mind you, I'm not entirely sure if anyone new jumped in on this stream. We'll find out. But you know, I've been able to get quite a few subscribers out of each stream, so that's also helped grow. So you know, this account, like 2026 will be the year for this account. I mean, last year was big. We had the 10th anniversary and I hit 2,000. Because only in the last 5 years that this channel's had a lot of consistency to it. See, before I got 2 new people. Nice. Joe, I think that's cool that you can check that. Yeah, you guys join the most from these YouTube streams. It's kind of like when I do it on TikTok, there's certain people who join frequently. A few of those people have come over to here, which has been kind of cool. Right, I will do one more money laundering, right? And then I'm going to hang around. 'Cause before, my friend didn't message me to say he was in the session or that, so I think just for fun I'll kill him a couple times before I leave. I'll search him up later, I'm busy. Oh, right. No, I did not know that. I know absolutely nothing about you. Well, I don't know anymore. Right, I'm looking for that container. Cool. Oh, so all you do is you find the shipping container, you steal the car, you take the car to a chop shop, and that helps towards your money laundering. Cool. That'll be easy. I'll be able to find this within a minute. I don't know exactly where it'll be. I have done it a couple of times, yeah. I got 1.5 million. That's because the friend I was doing with let me have most of the take. Because that friend was trying to help me get up to a certain amount of money. There we go. There's the car. Let's take it. Oh, this is cool. So this is a fast car. This one's engine tuned. And unlike the car wash, you can actually have fun. That friend's not online at the moment. So maybe I'll get that friend online at some point and we can do that. The cool thing is you don't have to worry about damaging the car, so you can race it and have a bit of fun while you take up to the chop shop, like what I'm doing right now. Nah, you have to take it. They break it for parts.
Oh, hello, well,
Nah, they take the car, they break it up, and you get the money for your money laundering business. It's a cool car, it's fast, but I'm not wanting it. Once I'm done saving up for the mansion, I'll save up for maybe something like this. I don't think you can't put it in your garage because it's part of a mission. No. Basically, I've paused the live stream on the laptop so I don't have to hear myself, and I accidentally pressed play. That's what happened. I want to see if he's messaged me one sec. That'd be kind of funny. No. So according to my phone, I've only been live for 56 minutes. I really hope that doesn't mean the footage from the start is lost. That would really upset me. Let's quickly steal some wheels. Tell you what, we'll deliver the money and then we're going to shoot my friend, right? It would be annoying. Hopefully that's not a problem that we have to put up with. Right? I'll shoot my friend, like, just to annoy him with no context. I'll just blow up his car or something. It'd be even funnier if you're watching this live stream, Kit. I don't know, man. I've not thought much about it. So I didn't earn that much more, to be completely honest, but I managed to I still, at the same time, once that money's properly laundered, it will be worth more. So now let's just go terrorize my friend for a bit. Where is he? Oh, he spawned well away.
How's it going? If I'm not, by the way,
That is unpaused again. Right, where is he? And that concludes our gaming. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next stream. That will be tomorrow. Time has not been figured out. But yeah, see you tomorrow.